Hey, I'm Trevor. Welcome to the East Forest Mixing Den. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my world. The music is electroacoustic because I've always been wanting to build bridges. Like I'm wanting to create a connection between that nature world and the digital world. We're living in a time when a lot of things are falling apart, and there's a lot of wondering what our place is, our purpose is, what our meaning is. And I was looking for these same things too, and I was having a lot of connection, for me, was through music and nature. What's universal to everyone's journey is just wanting to find peace and happiness and to make sense of it. And the reason I'm really doing this is because I have to. And I say that meaning for me, like this is the medicine I need. Like I need to sing this stuff to myself. I need to create these sounds almost on a daily basis to just make it in this world. So that being said, there's some of my music is intentionally made to help guide someone through that process. And it's there as an actual tool to help you find a positive experience. But I want there to be a depth of experience of possibility that's way beyond just the surface of a pretty song. I want people ultimately to feel what I want to feel, which is to feel inspired. I want to feel infinite. And so the song I want to play for you today is called 10 Laws, and it features some frogs. You know, I didn't start field recordings as a gimmick. It was more like I happened to be going to nature and recording these sounds because I would hear maybe the way the wind was going through the leaves or some crickets at night, and I'd feel that infinite feeling for a second. And I'm like, well, maybe if I record this and it'll capture something about that space and that time. And I remember one day, just saying, well, what if I just threw these crickets, and instantly, it was like I brought a whole other soul in. So I grew up in Oregon, grew up doing the whole Boy Scouts thing, the outdoor thing, and it's all well and good, but naturally you reach a certain age, college time, and you want to go as far as you can away from that. So I went to New York City and did that and was doing the hardcore New York City. I'm the New York City guy. And eventually, as I started to grow up, I started to fall out of love with that. And I was looking for something bigger and something deeper. And so I started spending more time in nature, up in the Adirondacks, looking for real wilderness situations, places that are sort of unsullied and untouched. And eventually, it made a lot more sense to come back to Oregon, to my home, because it's a place steeped in nature and there's a lot of music going on. So that's why I came back here. I've always been someone who treads my own path. I remember in first grade, I walked in the first day, looked around, and I said, no thank you, this isn't for me, and I left. It's tempting to just tune out, and not to sound silly, but I'm asking people to tune in. We're all sort of co-conspirators singing one another awake, and we don't even know it.